guess not. Oh, maybe we're... Are we live now? Maybe. Yeah, I guess we are now. Okay. I guess we're live now. Weird. Just a number of things went haywire. Since I've arrived, we're here on East Road, by the way. I don't know what you've seen or not seen or heard or not heard. Since I've arrived, I have heard a northern flicker. I see a turkey vulture. I just heard, again, a common yellowthroat. I see a couple of tree swallows. I may have seen more. I believe I heard a song sparrow. I'm not sure what else I've seen or heard. That was strange. I mean, it was like one thing conked out, another thing wouldn't get restarted, and Bermuda Triangle type stuff, you know? I see a robin on our left. Number of tree swallows up on the wires ahead. Not huge numbers, but they may scatter as we drive below them. Looks like a couple starlings. As feared, we're kind of startling the tree swallows. To our okay. Thought I may have seen something on the ground, but maybe it was a starling. I'm not sure. That looks like a flycatcher of some sort. I'm not sure what kind. Cute little bugger. As usual, I can't get a focus on it. Let's see if maybe I can move the car. Get lined up. At least I don't have to go through the windshield. I still can't get it. Not sure what kind it is. I don't believe it's a phoebe, for instance. I'd have to do some research, to be honest with you. Oh, it took off, and actually, maybe the time was right. I looked back to see if I thought I may have heard a vehicle coming up behind us, but apparently not. But we had a decent look at it. Down below, there's water. By the way, I say that, and you might think, well, yeah, of course. No, that's not necessarily always the case. Sometimes in summer it can dry right up. just see something of interest? Someone is now behind me, and they might scare away what I am hoping to see. I see an American kestrel, I believe. Yes, in the air, and the pickup truck that just passed us did frighten it, or at least appeared to frighten it. Kestrels are a little skittish. You know, many birds are skittish, I should say, and I mean, even red-tailed hawks can be rather skittish unless they become accustomed to people. Now, the hawks we see on the Cornell campus, they seem to be accustomed to seeing people. Just heard a yellowthroat again. I should say maybe another yellowthroat. The hawks I used to see walking through sapsucker woods, you know, see them in the woods. They used to be, you know, apparently accustomed to seeing people as well. But other hawks that I've seen even near the campus, you know, sometimes they seem a lot more skittish. Okay, let's see if we can, hopefully, if we act quickly, this kestrel keeps moving farther and farther away, but we might get a semi-decent look at it if it stops for a moment. I think it's got a bug. Oh, I just heard a wood thrush. What is it eating? If it is a bug, it seems fairly significant in size. Now, granted, an American kestrel is a small bird. I guess it's all finished. And I believe it caught it in midair. By the way, there's some blue coloration, so I believe this is a male. If you were to see a female, she'd be all, you know, none of that blue coloration, more just tans, browns, whatever that color is. While you're looking at the kestrel, I'm going to take a quick peek with binoculars down below. See a few great blue herons, and not much else. Oh, a great egret. Just heard the wood thrush again. Oh, it took off. I'm sorry. Oh, it just went to the ground. Towards the ground, the kestrel, that is. It doesn't look like it got anything. Hey, we were watching you. Just went towards the ground again. I'm going to lose sight of it, I think. Okay, I still see it. But now it's getting to be impossible for me to stay with it with this camera. Okay, it's flying. It's effectively behind us now. Not bad. Okay, I'm going to leave everything in place since we're just going to use this camera anyway. instead of going to the ordinary viewing area, the regular viewing area. Maybe our view might be a little better here. Yes, yes, I know. Might be a little better here than it is from the viewing area. A little bit more centered, and maybe less vegetation to block our view. Not great, but not bad. Okay, let's take a quick look. So, as I said, at least, I might have just heard a marsh wren. Definitely heard a common yellowthroat. You can see it. As I said, there's a great egret there. And, oh, maybe another one over here. And great blue herons. And there are more herons that I've seen. Probably should have just given you a wider look with the other camera, but you know, we were with this one, so we're still with. What's that? What is that? Oh, it's way out there. Okay, never mind. I didn't think it was a bird. I just thought it was like some kind of object or something. It's a great blue heron there. Looks like another one there. Hard to see because of the background and the lighting. It's hard to see. Sorry, I'll get my bearings here in a moment if I can. But there's not much to see out there from what I can tell. We'll look at a couple more distant areas. Sorry I'm moving the camera around so much. I apologize. I realize that can make some people dizzy. The flies that are, or whatever they are, flying insects that keep flying in here, believe me, they're annoying. So I'm not sure what we're seeing out there. Is that a coot, maybe? Oh, come on, Ferris. Come on. Maybe I can't get it. Hold still. Hey! Oh, it's back. Come back. That's not me moving, that's the wind moving the grasses. How come the flies that they can find their way in, but they can't seem to find their way out of my car? What's with that? Hmm? Okay, maybe if the wind dies down, we'll try to get a super close-up again, but so if you're just tuning in, obviously I'm trying to take a look at a dragonfly, which happened to come into view. Normally you don't use a scope to look at a dragonfly, but, you know. Just kind of neat to see. Unfortunately, the wind is moving the grasses and the dragonfly with it. Okay, let's just be patient, see if it stops moving. Pretty neat, huh? Don't worry, we're not going to be on dragonflies all day, but looks like there are 3 great egrets down there, by the way. The lighting is nice for this. I just wish it weren't... I mean, the slightest breeze is able to move that grass. Okay, we're going to move on to other things. Let me get back on the rest of the world here. Oh, there is somebody there. Is that by any chance? That looks like it might be a pied-billed grebe and possibly on a nest. I think they're young down there. Yeah, there are. It's too bad it's not closer. could do the teleconverter, but again, I don't know if we'd get that much better a view, and it would be likely shaky. Nice to see, though. And up in the air, I believe it's a great blue heron. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm not going to bother showing it to you, or try. Let me look around very quickly at that dragonfly is still there, by the way. Let me just look around and see if there's anything else of interest. Not that I see. These distances, it's so hard to see. Not sure what that is. Maybe if I were looking at a larger screen, I could tell, but I can't tell from on my little screen right now. We're going to move along very shortly, I think. You should see the size of the fly that's in my car. It's a horsefly, I believe. I hear a couple Canada geese in the air. We'll let them go, and I think we're going to go ourselves. Okay, time to move along. Just heard that yellowthroat. It sounded like it was reasonably close. I see it. Oh, it just dropped out of view. I was going to try to give you a look at it, but it dropped out of view, and I think we're going to move on. I love yellowthroats. Whenever I can get a clear view of one, I try to do it. Up ahead on the power line, what do I see? It's that kestrel, I believe. Let's see if we can approach and maybe get a look at it. Maybe? Wouldn't mind a nice close look at one. Oh, it just took off. Great. goldfinch. There goes the kestrel again. Hope I'm not bothering it. I don't know if I am. Maybe not. I think it's kind of looking at hopefully catching something the way it's flying. I don't know if they're the same Canada geese, but to our right there are two Canada geese. The same that we saw in flight earlier. It's possible, but I kind of doubt it. The kestrel kept, moving along, kept, as we were moving, it kept, swooping down, maybe looking for prey, and then swooping back up more distantly on the wire. And it did that just now, and then some tree swallows started chasing it. And now it went in a totally different direction. So we're going to move along. Fair numbers of starlings were to our right a moment ago. 20, I don't know. Sparrow. Okay, let's go and take a drive through Mays Point. Hopefully we're back live. They have apparently moved further and further in. I don't know where in is, but they haven't been in an area that's easy to see. Okay. Here. I see a pigeon. I saw a great blue heron. I guess I'll do what we normally have been doing, and that is I'll park the car go out on the deck and check to see if there is anything special going on. If not, and there hasn't been lately, if not, then I'll come right back and we'll move on. So I'm going to park. Oh, what do I see up ahead? And probably starlings, if I had to guess. All right, let me close up the windows, and I'm going to, like I said, park the car. And you know what? I'm going to deal with something on my phone. Hold on. Let's take the phone anyway. Okay, let's, like I said, I'm going to go check to see if there's anything of interest, and if there is, we'll get out of the car. If not, we'll move on. I'll be back shortly. Nothing out of the ordinary. There were a few great blue herons, maybe 5 or 6 of them, a couple great egrets, 2 or 3 wood ducks by the looks of them. They weren't very close. And there was one